Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to make a beautiful, bright and tasty pasta dish. I don't really know what the name of this is. I make it all the time, and I will tell you that I call it cherry tomato pasta. It's very quick. It's very easy. You will be amazed, and it is delicious. So that being said, let's get started. I have a 12-inch pan that I'm going to put on my NuWave burner. You put it on whatever burner you use. I'm going to set this to begin with at medium. Only because I don't want it to burst my cherry tomatoes too quickly. So this doesn't take long to heat. I will tell you that over here on the side I do have a 12-ounce package of angel hair pasta that I've pre-cooked. I drained it well. I tossed it with a little olive oil so it didn't stick together, and I cooked this al dente. You don't want mushy pasta with this dish. You want it to have a nice little bit of a bite to it. What I do with that is I take the water, bring a pot of salted water to a boil. I take the pound of the angel hair pasta. I break them in half. I know, sacrilege if you're Italian if I'm breaking that pasta, but I break it in half. I put it in the pot. I give it a quick stir, maybe for about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes so nothing clumps together, and then I turn off the burner and I walk away and I leave it alone. 5 minutes later I go back. It is perfectly al dente. I drain it, I coat it with some olive oil, and I'm ready to roll. So just a quick tip on how you can do your pasta a little bit quicker. And little side note, I also do the same identical thing with egg noodles, then they're not mushy. So just a thought for you. I am hoping this video is not too dark. I know that in my past videos some folks had said that my videos were a little bit on the dark side. Unfortunately, I do have some lighting set up, but Lori forgot to charge it. So I apologize for that in advance, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I've got my fingers crossed that you can see this well. I am charging up some of my lighting, so we'll see. But to this pan, I am adding about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. Doesn't need to be fancy olive oil, it can be any kind of olive oil you have. In this bowl, I have an assortment, about 3/4 pound, I guess, maybe 12 ounces or so of cherry tomatoes. I buy the assorted. I have the little yellow ones, I have red ones, I have grape tomatoes, they're all in there. You're going to go ahead and dump those in. And we're just going to sit here and roll them around a little bit until they start to pop a little bit. It's very simple, this pasta dish. Extremely simple. You can use more tomatoes if you prefer. I find that the package that I purchased actually is at Walmart. It's about $4, and it gives me 12 ounces of these assorted. I have the orange ones, I have cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, little yellow tomatoes, little pear-shaped tomatoes. So it's kind of a gambit. And if you don't want these, just get grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes. But the whole idea, I think, is probably to be at that 12 to 14 ounce range for the 1 pound of pasta. Kind of leave those alone for a minute. This is at 275 degrees for our medium heat. If you need to cut it down a little bit, certainly do so. I guess you would call this roasting these tomatoes. I'm not sure. I mean, I kind of make up this recipe as I went. I think the whole idea is just to kind of keep them moving. Probably, 3-4 minutes into the process, that skin will start to blister a little bit, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the skin to get a nice blister so you can carry on with the recipe. This does not have a ton of spices other than salt and pepper, as well as some garlic. I do not put like garlic powder, onion powder, things like that, because you want it to just be a nice clean paste. These are starting to blister. I'm just going to grab some salt and pepper. Just going to use my regular table salt and my regular black pepper out of the shaker today. Nothing fancy, because this is like a rustic meal. It's not a fancy meal. You can certainly make it fancy. Still waiting for these to blister a little bit. I have actually seen people that are doing this with tomatoes to maybe score them a little bit with a knife, but nobody's got time for that. I'm going to put in just a hair more oil, maybe a good teaspoon or so. I think the issue is that some of these actually are a little bigger than others, but I think we're where we need to be. To this, what you're going to do is take a regular potato masher, and you're gonna mash these down and pop these tomatoes. You're not gonna make them into a mush. You're not gonna make them into a anything in particular. You're only going to pop them. And then you are done with your potato masher. This is what you'll end up with when they're popped. Oh, there's one. That one might need a little bit more. So let me pop that one down a little more. And there's one I missed, a little cherry tomato, a little grape tomato I missed. There, that's better. Okay, so this is what you'll end up with. To this, we are going to add not diced, not chopped, not minced, not, I don't know what it's called. Is it a mincer? None of that. If you want to, you can. I particularly don't. You can use, I guess, the refrigerated garlic. I don't. I actually chop mine up or slice it paper thin. I mean, you can see through this, and I want these chunks in there because that's just how I like it. If you want to use the other type of garlic, feel free. I don't. So I just put those in there, and I kind of just swish it around a little bit. It's not a lot of garlic. There's about two small cloves, and that's it. To this, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. I'm adding about a teaspoon of pepper. I like a lot of pepper, so my pepper might be a little too much for you. And that is it for that. I do also have reserved about a cup of pasta water in case I need to thin it out a little bit at the end of the day. This is freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to put in about a cup of that here. Beautiful, beautiful. Just kind of move that around a little bit so it melts. This smells amazing, by the way. This is, I'm going to turn this up to medium-high, just a hair. Okay. I'm also going to add the juice of a half a lemon. Now, why am I adding that juice of a half a lemon? And you're going to add it at the end like this. It's going to give it a nice bright taste. It's not going to be overpowering. It's not really going to taste lemony. It's just going to give it a nice taste. So this is my pasta. Again, this is cold pasta now. What I had done was I cooked it al dente. I'm putting it over here. Now I'm going to bring this down to low. So you're going to cut it down to low now. We're going to put in our pasta. And like I said, I used a pound. You can use whatever you like. It can be anything. You don't even need to use the spaghetti or the angel hair. You can use any kind of pasta you want. I honestly have done this with I've done this with some mini ziti. You can buy the little itty bitty zitis. I have done this with some bow ties. Sky's the limit. Whatever you like or whatever your family likes is what you're going to use. I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of that pasta water just to kind of get this moving a little bit better. And you don't need to use this whole pound of pasta. If you go, wow, that's not enough sauce on there for me, and it's not meant to be overpowered with sauce. It's not meant to have a crazy amount of sauce on it in any way, shape, or form. It's just made to give you a nice light pasta dish. Okay, looks like I don't think I'm going to use this whole thing of pasta. So I'm probably going to take that, throw it in the freezer, and use it in a soup at a later date. I think this is plenty for us. So I'm going to put this in my serving bowl. Make sure you get all that lovely goodness out. I want to make sure I have all my garlic out. I'm going to push this aside. Make sure it's paused. It is paused. Push that aside. Put that aside. And I am going to dress this up a little bit with some fresh basil. A little bit more Parmesan cheese on top. I've got 5 leaves of fresh basil. I'm just going to layer them on top of each other, roll them tightly, and just start making some little ribbons, per se, of fresh basil. And there's nothing that smells like fresh basil. Just going to sprinkle those over the top. And hey, we're done. How long did that take? Not long at all. And here is the finished dish. And because it is finished, we gotta taste it. Let me grab a bowl. Here's my empty bowl. Let me grab some of this and put it in here. I want to make sure I get some of the tomatoes as well. The basil is amazing. The smell of this basil is crazy how delicious that smells. Okay. So again, this is, I call it cherry tomato pasta. I'm going to use about 14 ounces of, 14 ounces of the cherry tomatoes, about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in the pan. You're going to blister them, you're going to mash them, you're going to add the juice of half a lemon, a little salt, a little pepper. I used 1.5 teaspoons or so of each. You do you, whatever you like. I did my 12 ounces of al dente angel hair pasta. We tossed that all together. Put in some Parmesan cheese, our fresh basil, and voila. So let's give it a quick taste. Make sure I get everything on my fork. I'm a pasta freak. I love pasta. Here we go. And this is really light, flavorful. I wouldn't do anything any different. And honestly, I would be tempted to eat this cold in the summer. Call me crazy. Make it ahead maybe, and I'd be able to just have it cold. But this is a winner. This is delicious. I hope that you try it, and let me know in the comments below what you think. Quick, easy, nourishing, meatless. I guess you could add meat, but it's meatless if you're doing a meatless Monday or if your family just doesn't do meat. Delicious meal, and yeah, that's it for the day. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I enjoy doing these cooking videos. I hope that you enjoy watching them. Please let me know in the comments below what you think. If there are any recipes you'd like me to try, if there are any things that in particular that you would like me to try that maybe is a family tradition of yours or one of your favorite recipes or something like that. Let me know in the comments below. If you think that I could do something better other than the lighting in my videos, certainly let me know. I'm working on that lighting. Gotta remember, folks, I'm not a professional. I'm just somebody that videotapes me cooking, and because it's something I enjoy, and I enjoy giving you that content. So bear with me while I work on the lighting. And that's it for the day. So make sure you are liking, subscribing, sharing my content with family, friends, neighbors, relatives, acquaintances, coworkers. Leave me a comment, good, bad, indifferent. Hit the notification bell so that you are able to get my content notified, so that you're able to go there and don't have to go, oh, does Lori have a video up? You'll already know. And that's all I got for you today. So until the next time, thanks, guys. This is delicious. Make sure you try it. Have a great day. Bye.